Brooklyn Center police say a man has died following a dog attack. It happened Thursday afternoon behind a home in the 5700 block of Halifax Avenue North. Police say 4 dogs bit the man, leaving extensive bites on most of his body. Police used non-lethal rubber bullets to get the dogs to disperse back into the home. The animals, identified by police as American Pit Bull Terriers, were later taken to an impound facility in Maple Grove, where they will be on quarantine pending a dangerous dog investigation. Police say the man killed was a family member taking care of the dogs and was not the owner. His identity has not been released as of Friday afternoon. It is the second dog attack case in a week. Last week, Brooklyn Park police say they had to shoot and kill a pit bull that bit a 9-year-old girl, then charged at an officer. The girl suffered injuries to her head. The animal turned out to be a family pet that for some reason turned on the child. A neighbor called 911. Fortunately, police say the child is expected to recover. Robbinsdale police say an impaired driver caused significant damage to the main sign outside of an elementary school. As you can see, the sign at Lakeview Elementary School needs repairs. School officials put the damage at $23,000. Police say a 33-year-old woman from Apple Valley crashed into the sign just after 4 a.m. in late March. She faces a gross misdemeanor DWI charge. The school is in the process of trying to get the sign fixed. In Brooklyn Center, a final day for a store that city leaders had hoped would be an economic engine for retail development. Shoppers visited Walmart at Shingle Creek Crossing for the last time on Friday before the anchor store permanently closes. City leaders described the closure as devastating and a major economic loss to the region. The store, according to multiple reports, wasn't reaching financial expectations. Crime stats show the store took in hundreds of police calls last year. It's not known what could eventually replace it. The warmer temperatures this week have melted nearly all of the snow from this record-setting winter. But as Delane Cleveland reports, the disappearance of all of that snow has unveiled an ugly mess in some places.
The sun-drenched shores of Crystal Lake make it a desirable place to go for a walk on a nice day.
I really love Robbinsdale. I mean, we live 2 blocks from this lake. We come here all the time.
But if you look closely,
all right, trash.
You'll see plenty of undesirable things floating in the water.
I've heard someone call it snow treasures. Snow melted, trash appeared. Once you start noticing trash, you can't not notice it.
Friday afternoon, Lou Ambrose was on somewhat of a treasure hunt.
Fishing lures, people that fish. Why aren't they keeping the things clean?
Every day, this longtime Robbinsdale resident brings her dogs and her trash picker to Crystal Lake.
It has to be done every day
To help clean up what others have left behind.
When I first started doing this, I would get so angry. And then I thought, well, just do something then. And so now picking it up eases the anger because it gives me something to do.
Of course, Robbinsdale isn't the only place dealing with garbage.
I couldn't help but think, like, where did all that stuff come from? Like, how does that get like that?
Jason McGinley lives along 68th Avenue in Brooklyn Park next to a 694 sound wall.
It's an eyesore for the neighborhood for sure.
It's a spot that's notorious for illegal dumping. And sometime over the winter, someone left thousands of papers and other junk across the street from his home.
You know, the snow just melted, so we didn't really know the extent of the junk that was over there until just the snow melting, but it's pretty bad.
City officials say they're working on several options to clean up this particular spot.
Taxpayers shouldn't have to look at that, you know?
It's a seemingly never-ending battle. However, there's one easy solution.
Throw it where it belongs. The answer is to put it where it belongs.
Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
A favorite among theater and movie fans is back in our area. Newsies Jr. premieres at Stages Theater in Hopkins, featuring local actors. Rusty Ray has a preview in Weekend Showcase.
I think there's all these big things ladies can't do.
Osseo senior high student Anaya Holly plays one of the few grown-ups in Disney's Newsies Jr. starting Friday at Stages Theater in Hopkins.
What's cool about this show is it's based on real live history, so it's very authentic and real, and we get to understand how the Newsies felt in that time period.
The story, first made famous in the 1992 film, follows the struggles of kids who sell newspapers in 1899 New York City and faced more restrictions from the publishers. The the kids fight for their rights.
This show is very interactive. A little spoiler, Newsies are coming through the aisle trying to sell papers, getting your attention. I think what's cool when they're in the aisle, you feel how they're feeling, especially because Pulitzer is trying to take away children's rights for education, just to be a kid.
It's mostly kids on stage. Leah Rimstad of Maple Grove says she couldn't wait to come back for her second role at Stages.
To see a show be put together in like a month, it's incredible to see so many different aspects of theater all come together to bring a beautiful production. They can expect a super fun and energy-filled show filled with lots of choreography and dance numbers. It's a lot of fun.
Newsies Junior opens Friday and runs until May 14th. For Weekend Showcase, Rusty Ray, CCX News.
And finally, an event that brings smiles to people young and old. This is the 6th year of the Spring Babies Festival held at Burt Bouwman's farm located at the corner of Highway 169 and 109th Avenue. Families and kids can interact with baby farm animals, including puppies, bunnies, chicks, lambs, goats, and even baby kangaroos called joeys. Bouwman says some of the animals are born during the event, and there's also other activities for families to enjoy as well.
We do have the traditional corn pit, strawberry maize, the fair food, and some of the inflatables. So we're going to have fun opportunity to get out from being cooped at home for the whole winter long, to be able to be outdoors and have a little fun.
Admission to the festival grounds is free, but a ticket is required to hold and pet the animals, and some of the activities cost as well. Hours are Saturday and Sunday from 9 until 5.
She is one of the most recognizable college athletes in the country. 2020 Hopkins High School graduate and UConn women's basketball All-American Paige Bueckers back in town Thursday. Paige Bueckers, always taking time to sign autographs or pose for selfies with her young fans, had more than just a homecoming and meet and greet at her old junior high school. She's teamed with the Chegg and Gooder organizations, and Thursday marked the grand opening of a free grocery store at Hopkins West Junior High. The store offers groceries for students and their families in need at no cost. For Bueckers, it's a big deal to be involved.
On the court, like basketball is my favorite thing to do, but stuff like this definitely tops it, just being able to give back to the community and where I grew up and kids just like me in my positions when I was little. So this is definitely like one of my greatest accomplishments, and it'll be amazing to see the impact that it makes too.
Bueckers missed all of this last season at Connecticut with an ACL injury. She says her recovery has gone well and looks forward to a healthy season coming up in the fall. The Benilde-St. Margaret softball team has become a regular visitor to the state tournament. As Jay Wilcox reports, the Red Knights had a good battle in their season opener.
It's the season opener for Benilde-St. Margaret softball as a pair of state entrants from last year in Class 3A meet as they host St. Anthony. Scoreless in the third until St. Anthony's Annie Bouwman blasts one to deep left to give the Huskies a 1-0 lead. They add 2 more in the fourth to go up 3-0. Britt Stewart's Red Knights answer with 4 in the fourth, capped by a solo homer to left by Maggie Wozniak. Benilde surges into the lead 4-3. After the Huskies tie it in the sixth, Benilde wins it in the seventh as Ellie Porish bunts. The throw to first is high, and Grace Bendixson speeds around to score from second with the winning run. 5-4 Benilde is the final. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Golf courses are starting to open in the area, but it's been a late start to the high school season. As Jay Wilcox reports, a pair of local girls teams made good use of their indoor time.
While it's improving rapidly, Mother Nature hasn't cooperated with local high school golfers and the courses they play on this spring. Girls teams from Maple Grove and Osseo are making good use of indoor time, though, at places like Optimal Performance Golf, which offers a great and very nearby place to practice.
I mean, we are pretty lucky. It's right across the parking lot from the senior high, so it's really, really super convenient. I mean, it's pretty state-of-the-art, no doubt. I mean, we wish you're outside, but yeah, we are pretty lucky to have such a facility right in our backyard, really.
I really love coming here. It's very very real, and for what we have outside in the snow, it's such a good opportunity to come out here and practice and get a little taste of golf in the outside world but we're inside.
It's convenient, and they have a really nice putting green, so it's easy to get your swings in, and it's also, because of the way it's set up, you can work on a lot of stuff just in the small amount of time that you're here.
Being on a course outdoors is preferred, of course, but working on swings and even putting indoors can be very beneficial. The teams also try to vary it up to avoid boredom.
I think in the wintertime too, like being inside and just doing the same thing over and over again, it can get super repetitive and kind of discouraging as like it's not being fun anymore. But I think now is like we are coming back as a team. We can do like fun competitions and like fun games to just like keep us going and make it fun and exciting.
Once the season gets going, look for very good things from Maple Grove especially. They return basically everyone from a state runner-up team. With the warm weather this week, the Osseo and Maple Grove golfers are more eager than ever to test their skills outdoors and hoping this indoor time pays off. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.